This is where it all ends. Once Lilith here charges the key, I'll control the warrior and wipe you bandits off my planet. When you get to hell, tell your Vault Hunter friends I said hey.
How would we go to hell? There's those reconstructor machines. We'll just come back to life. What the hell's this thing? Hey, cool. It makes boxes, and it has a cooldown.
Cool.
Huh.
Not like we need that. Right, Cowboys?
On that note though, Mike, like, would you say, like, if you were playing World War II, or if you were fighting in World War II... Shit. Fuck you.
Hey, you're right on time. Key's nearly ready. But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter.
Oh no!
I see a badass!
Clones!
No, I don't care anymore.
Right. Okay, so what was your point? Something about World War II?
I was gonna say, like, if you're like an American soldier in World War II, would you not refer to, like, Hitler as the Führer? Like, that's his title. That's his name.
What?
That it? Huh?
No! The key's charged!
I'm not dying yet. You're too late, bandit! I win! The greatest alien power Pandora has ever seen. And it's mine to control!
At
Hey, it looks
least
like
not
you're
a wall
back.
squid.
He's got no weak points.
Whoa, lava.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we got the
Hey.
high ground. Shit.
Uh-oh.
Good one, babe!
This
Higher
item-
ground.
Hey, quick, stay, get some heals.
There you
Alright.
are.
Thanks, bro.
Lava's rising! Get to high ground!
We are on high ground.
Higher ground. He does have critical spots, obviously. You know, at least not a wall squid.
You keep telling us to go to high ground.
Well, that's where I'm at.
Do we just kill him?
Lava's rising!
What?
And Warrior eats Jack, and they become one. The end.
Has to be a sliver of health so you can be right in the center.
Actually,
When we
that might
get
be
the
just
last
what's
hit.
happening. Yeah, he's invincible. Oh no, he's dead. All done.
Be happening! This can't be happening!
Holy badass! I think you killed it. Never hurts to make sure, though. Hit the button on the moonshot console.
Okay. We win?
Really?
That can't be the end.
Love you, bud.
Wall loot. Okay.
More loot just shit out.
Hey, cool. Everything's going purple, and there's a giant thing there. It's kind of freaking me out.
Are we the Dragonborn? Love so.
No, I can't. I like this. Not when I'm so close. And not at the hands of a filthy bandit!
Oh, your death trap killed him.
Well then.
Good going, Vault Hunter. You are a badass. Now, we just gotta get rid of that key.
What is this?
Wait a sec. Let me. You don't want to touch this thing right now, trust me.
Slow down, man. I nearly bought it back there. Hey, Lilith!
Where the hell were you guys 5 minutes ago? If it weren't for the Vault Hunter, we'd all be dead.
I think that's her way of saying we won.
I figured that.
If I never see this key again, it'll be too soon. It's been fun, you alien piece of
What the? Are those vaults?
You know what that means.
Yeah.
DLC.
No rest for the wicked.
Okay.
I just want to get this out there real quick. I'm so glad Death Trap was death matching things there. Max muted.
So.
Good.
What does everyone think about this game?
See, the ending's annoying to me for one reason. There were like 4 other planets, so Borderlands 3, 4, 5, and 6 confirmed.
Or Borderlands 3 where you fly a spaceship around the galaxy. And Lilith is your waifu. And you go get all the vault keys.
Wiki? Complain more about the ending? The fight was like piss easy.
To be
I
fair,
was
I
thinking-
had a sniper rifle doing 150k damage every time I shot it.
Yeah, but you know what?
If
I
I
get-
want slow, probably shouldn't have done that.
No, you know what? It's not his fault. It's the developer's fault for leaving that kind of shit in. Honestly, like this is like what 3 months after release or some shit. That should be fixed.
I'm still not sure that's a bug. I think I might have it intended.
Then it's a terrible mechanic. Like, because you made the game really easy then.
Like, I don't think I'm supposed to farm the reload till I get the best proc. That's probably me being abusive, but it's still there.
Wow, this is like 2 parts. This is like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of a letdown.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm
You
not
know,
happy with the ending, no.
well, apparently there's supposed to be some other mission at level 50 or something, but I'm not doing another playthrough of this. I'm sorry. And you know what, guys? To watching this, I was trying to like not say really anything because I didn't want to spoil it for anyone who's watching it for the first time and enjoying it. My opinion on this is the first run of this game is enjoyable. It is. It's fun. I would not imagine playing this over and over again. Like, because this is like they're doing it inspired by Diablo, basically, where you play it multiple times. There's too much dialogue and too much repetitiveness and too much going back to places you've already been for that to be anything I would actually want to do. Like, pretty much after I'm done this playthrough, I'll be honest, I'm probably just gonna delete this game and never touch it again because, I don't think it wasn't worth the money, but I don't think it was designed right because, fuck, this was long. This is 25, 30 hours or something. So what, each playthrough that you do 100% is going to be at least 20 hours or something? I don't even know. Like, that's a lot of time to spend on a game like this. And if they want to make it more Diablo style, you take the emphasis off the dialogue and just repetitiveness, and you just kind of do like a nice 10-hour campaign, and then balance in the other campaigns. 'Cause I have a feeling it's not going to be balanced at all. This is like, you're right, this is shit easy. And it could have been because of Cadlos, sure, but you know what? Then I'll play Cadlos' character all the time. Fucking do that. So.
It wasn't the character, it was the weapons.
Yeah.
All the characters are basically the same, sadly.
Well, it's not balanced. And then the random weapon generator thing is awful then. Because it shouldn't be giving you access to that kind of shit then.
But that wasn't random either, that was the quest reward.
Okay, then it wasn't. Then they've literally designed the game to be this easy.
Unless it was a bug, in which case why haven't they fixed it? Either way, there's a problem, basically.
Yeah, this is a major, and as I said, it's been like 3 months since the game's release, and still hasn't been fixed. I would have thought that we would have been playing the fixed version. And I think actually a little bit runs back into oh, here we go again with Mike. The fact that this was designed for the console first, despite the fact it was actually a good PC port this time around, it's still fundamentally made, for the controller, which is like pretty easy to use kind of a thing. So when I use the mouse and keyboard, there's a big difference there. So you can tell what they designed it for first, and so it's not an inherently difficult game. There's no challenge to it, and I can't. It's not repetitive. It's not repeatable. It's just too much shit that you have to do again.
I have some thoughts on the fact that it's too easy. Like I feel like, for example, Diablo, with the game it's mimicking. In Diablo, like you had these side missions that you could do, but you didn't have to. But enemy strength was always scaled. It wasn't like cut in stone. In Borderlands, you kind of, I don't know about you, but I've always kind of felt like we're over-leveled for everything.
And you know what? Someone's gonna give a counterpoint. They're gonna say that it's because you're not supposed to do all the side quests. And my counterpoint to that is, why are they there then? Because you know, they could go, as I said, once again, the Diablo route or whatever, and they could just have, you know, every quest is sort of required, but, you know, or they're on the way kind of thing. Like you have, like, maybe like in Diablo 2, you had like 6 main quests or something, and maybe some randomized stuff on the side. And, you know, speaking about the replayability, you know, I know this is not really possible with the Unreal Engine or whatever, and it would be a lot of work, but if they really want to make a game that would really impress me, is to make randomly generated environments, because I know that every subsequent playthrough, it's going to be the same enemy position, the same maps and all that kind of stuff. So that would be really impressive if they ever managed that, but no such... The thing that came the closest was Hellgate London, and that was it.
I actually remember when Borderlands 1 hadn't come out yet, I was reading up on it, and they were advertising that they were going to try to get randomly generated environments, and then, you know, key areas like Firestone would have been the same. So, like, areas between would be different. That would be enough for me. That'd be like, oh, well, at least wandering the environment's going to be unique.
That would be good.
Well, that's actually what Diablo 2 had, remember? Like, you start in the road camp, the road camp's always relatively the same.
Yeah, just which direction you can leave by.
Yeah. The orientation of the cow?
Well, that's pretty much only the towns in Diablo 2. Like, even though the zones would all be in the same order, even just like the graveyard would never be the same twice. You have the same rough layout where you have the same 2 dungeons, but they aren't in the same spots, and the entrances are different, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If there's a third-person space combat in Borderlands 3, might be for that.
The thing is, I don't know if they'll be able to achieve that, because I don't think the Unreal Engine is capable of that. It has a very specific map editor for this reason. I think they decided pretty early on that it was impossible. They would have to do a lot of work on it. Like, you know what? As I said, all they would have to do is they would have to. Honestly, it's very, very rare that I'll ever complain that a game was too long, and this is way too stretched out. It wasn't necessary. If you want to have you play it again kind of a thing, because it just feels to me like it was just somebody thought on paper. It's like, how do we make this as long as possible so we can advertise to somebody that it's, you know, it's 5 classes with like 50 hours each. You know, it's like, so you'll get at least whatever fucking 250 hours or whatever gameplay. You know, if you play this to total completion. But, you know, it doesn't feel fun when you do that.
Are the screenshot picture things looping now? Like, are we seeing the same
Yes.
ones
Oh,
again?
they've been doing that for a while.
I only just noticed.
When
Because I last looked at the grave picture with Roland. So seeing it again was like, what?
I have a feeling.
Holy shit, look how tall Zero is. Fuck.
Yeah. No wonder I felt so tall. You know what? To the people who are probably going to be kind of upset that I didn't really like this, like, I liked the first playthrough, but I don't think I'd do any subsequent playthroughs. I don't really get why somebody would like to replay this over and over again, but that's okay, because it doesn't really matter. Like, it's whatever people like playing. It's just my own personal opinion running out of this. It's just not something I would ever replay. Is it credits looping? Or no?
I don't think so.
No, they're doing it through the marketing thing. I don't know, anyone else have any opinions you want to share?
Well, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to do playthrough 2 with Canned. Let's go.
Not right now.
I know. Not right now
I wouldn't
at
know
all.
if I want to do a second playthrough right away.
I am kind of burnt out on it. 70 parts, man. 70 parts is...
Oh, yeah.
I am a little curious about how playthrough 2 will change, because according to Moltar, who's done a bit of it, there are new enemies have new abilities. It's not just like Borderlands 1 where playthrough 2 is just, oh, they have more health. They actually have new abilities and types. So I wouldn't mind seeing some of that, but I doubt it's worth a second playthrough just off of that.
I don't think it would be random enough to keep me interested. And you know what? I won't lie. Actually, the other thing I want to talk about is the skills. The skills are horrible. I hate to say it, but you know, I was playing Sniper Zero, which is the closest thing to something I'd actually enjoy playing. I was honestly, I hate to go back to the controller thing again, but it's because there's only like 1 or 2 buttons on a controller that can bind to skills. Everything is passive, and I hate that. I don't get any. All I'm doing is I'm cloaking and shooting stuff, and it's like, oh, this does slightly more damage. It's not a real, true Diablo-style RPG kind of thing, because there's not a lot of variety. And, like, I look at Can's class, I look at Wikidu's class, I look at Callus' class, I'm like, I don't know, nothing really interests me in that way.
At most, you get a unique melee attack. That's about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
You get kill skills and all those things. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really care about kill skills.
This has a whole lot of, like, the whole universe and the concept has a whole lot of potential to be, like, the greatest game I've ever played. And, like, you know, I find myself when I play through it a lot, I just, like, wouldn't it be better if, you know?
Well, it's compared to Path of Exile, another game, Diablo game that's been out. Well, not out, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The skills are not quite plentiful. And the passive skill tree is quite plentiful as well, but like there's a lot of skills there. I will say that.
There should
And
be a
that's in
skill
beta.
vendor. I'm saying that as someone who took all the wrong skills on a Marauder.
Well, you're
And a
supposed
better
to...
respec.
In that game, you're supposed to take the gems that you find and keep them in your stash, because you have a lot of stash tabs. And then, like, whenever you play another character, you'll have, like, access to a whole bunch of skills. So the more you play that game, the more variety you'll actually be able to achieve. Which I don't feel the same is true, like, in a game like this, because it's just kind of like, if I play Siren, for example, I get the phase lock thing, and that's it. You know, and I could get more things in, like, machine gunning or something. It's just not a drastically different enough playstyle to say I would want to do another playthrough of it with Wikidu's character. Now, I'm not picking on Wikidu's character, I'm picking on, like, any one of them, you know?
Mine's the engineer in the bottom corner there.
Minecraft
knows?
features, copyright Notch Development, AB included custody of Mojang.
Notch coding.
The last bit of text.
That's it.
Explains all of it.
The first run wasn't...
Oh, hey.
The
Still
true
be-
Vault Hunter
How's my
mode.
Death Trap still alive here?
I think it was paused when we were in that.
You're bringing a tear to my eye.
And that's, you know what, that's kind of why I just used all my keys, because I kind of knew from the beginning I wouldn't be playing this ever again.
He's right, you know.
On the bright side, like, I know it was easy. I'm not saying the boss was hard, but it was at least cool. That was kind of cool. I want more of this.
Got a skill point. What should I
I'll
use
be
it
honest,
in?
it sort of didn't make sense.
This.
I didn't actually know that's what the key was the entire... Maybe it was just me not paying attention to the story, but I didn't... Like, the key, the warrior thing, I thought it was something completely different.
No,
Or whatever.
he was going to use the key to unlock the warrior because having the key would let him control it, and that was supposed to be a super beast.
Oh.
Turned out it was a dragon, you know. We all played Skyrim. We know how that goes.
Da-da-da.
Hey, wait a minute. There's a undiscovered mission in Sanctuary.
I can go inside him.
Oh, you want to...
Yeah, that's the super secret mission you have to be level 50
Oh.
for.
Yeah, I don't
Let's see if
fucking
we can
think
do
so.
it anyway. Maybe
No, we
go
can't.
grab
It's
it.
impossible.
Let's go try. I have this sniper rifle, who knows?
To be
Try.
honest, and that's a huge cock tease, because it's just like, you leave us off with this, you know.
It's just me. It was like the game sound not playing, just the music.
No,
hear it.
I don't hear music, but I hear game sound.
Yeah.
I still hear the credits music. What's wrong with me?
So what, you
Won't
want...
tab or something?
No.
Can't believe you only got first place in the science fair.
Oh, well.
Holy shit!
What?
My Claptrap had... Claptrap, Death Trap. My Death Trap has 221 kills! 222!
I think he's been killing stuff. He's been killing stuff like the entire time.
Yes, he has! He has an ability that when he kills stuff, he stays there longer. So he's just kept killing.
Wait,
Just stay
the
here.
dragon
spotter.
thing didn't even come out of the gate, did it? It came from, like, down beneath.
Ooh.
You know, we could just like stay here and just leave this on all night or something. Just like, but when we wake up, we'll be like level 50 or whatever.
By the time
Yeah.
we wake up, we'll be like level 30. Oh god, no, that was slippery.
I don't know. Do we actually want to go back to town and check it out or what?
I would like to look.
Okay, well we'll look and then we'll wrap it up then.
Maybe people will say unique lines of dialogue to us that Mike will care about.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead,
can
get
warp
off your
us
menu.
back. I have
Freaking
almost
Max.
200,000 cash. That's pretty good.
The music stopped. I still have no game sound. Shit.
Okay, let's move as a group to Boxies.
Wait, oh.
Oh,
I guess
it's
I guess
over
we're
here.
going for the quest.
It's the last thing we're gonna do.
See, we could have at least come back to like an Ewok fireworks party.
Raid boss,
With
baby.
the warrior defeated and Jack lying in a pool of his own blood and fecal matter, you might think Pandora is safe. You're wrong. I've built a seismograph out of rusty metal and mucus, and it tells me that a creature of considerable power has awakened somewhere on Pandora. You will destroy it, of course. I hope you have the iridium necessary to access
Yeah, I
its
don't think we
lair.
can fight that.
Oh, Terramorphous. I think someone in the comments kept telling me about that. About that.
Yeah, I don't know. We can't do that because we probably don't have enough iridium anyways.
Yeah, it's probably like all the iridium you get in playthrough 2. Because I mean, we spent all the iridium already. We're done.
Yeah.
Because I'm done. I have all the shit.
Well, I got a bit more, but whatever. Okay, well, I guess we'll leave it off here. There's not much else for us to talk about with regards to this game, so...
Hey, leave
What?
off in here.
Okay.
Oh, Crimson Ledge.
Well, since I had a chance to speak much about the game, most of it is the same with Mike's. Good PC port. Personally, I think Handsome Jack is a good villain, to be honest. He seems kind of very smart ass or something. I mean, he's I mean, we get to see him at the very beginning, and he's all there throughout.
I didn't dislike Handsome Jack, but I felt he didn't really... I don't know anything about him, like, even now. Like, there's something about him wearing the mask and his face is horrible. We never got to saw that. Maybe it's not horrible. Maybe he's a skag.
I don't know.
He's Talizora.
Hey, look. There's Moxie on my gun. He's like, she's the clip. Alright, well... I don't know. Yeah, I thought the dialogue was kind of cheesy and just very, like, too much of it. But yeah. You know, I got my opinion out there, so I think we're gonna leave it off here then. Unless someone else has something to add?
Yeah, it could have been cheesier.
Sometimes nah, whatever. Not gonna make a reference.
Good night, sweet prince. Wait,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, this is how we end it. Take me, world.
Break the thing.
No.
Break the thing.
We need to kill this thing.
Break apart.
Who's next?
Ken, come over here. You just like explode when you get down there. Watch.
Okay.
Is it not gonna break the
Actually,
last
that's a
part?
good way. That's a good way to end it. Let's all commit suicide.
I already did, so fuck you.
No, do it again.
No, but just watch. You literally just sort of explode when you get down there.
So you do.
Bye, guys.